Hello students and welcome back to my channel. In this video we will be discussing questions based on general properties of matter which were asked on 27th of January 2024 JEE mains. So without wasting time, let us discuss them one by one. Here comes the first question, student, that is question number 19. Given below are two statements. Statement 1 reads viscosity of gases is greater than that of liquids, which is absolutely false, students, because as you know, gases are very thin and very less dense as compared to liquids. So obviously gases will have very less viscosity than liquids. So this is false. In fact, typically speaking, gases have viscosity, coefficient of viscosity of gases is of the order of 10 to the power minus 5 Pascal second. Whereas for liquids, it is typically of the order of 10 power minus 3 Pascal second. I am talking of those liquids which can be easily transferred, from one vessel to another. For example, water is there, ethyl alcohol is there, spirit is there, these kind of things. So as you can see, liquids possess nearly 100 times the viscosity of gases. So statement 1 is false. Statement 2, surface tension of a liquid decreases due to the presence of insoluble impurities. This is correct, students, because if you have insoluble impurities, for example soap, the surface tension of water decreases if you if you mix sparingly soluble impurities in the water. So this is true. Statement 1 is incorrect and 2 is correct. Okay. Right. So moving on to the next question. Question number 20. Given below are two statements. One is labeled as assertion and the other is reasonable. Assertion A states the property of body by virtue of which it tends to regain its original shape when the external force removed is elasticity. This is absolutely true, students, as you know. Okay. In fact, the external forces are known as deforming forces, whereas as soon as you apply deforming forces, immediately within no time, restoring forces are generated. So this is true. Then coming to reason, the restoring force depends upon the bonded interatomic and intermolecular forces of solid. That is also true, students, because the main origin of restoring force is basically of electromagnetic origin. That is basically it is the force between different atoms and molecules, okay, of the solid. So this is also correct. However, we cannot see any direct explanation of this, so slightly it is ambiguous. I'll go with 4. Both A and R are true, but R is not correct explanation of A, even though some teachers are of the opinion that R is the correct explanation of A. So students, this is slightly ambiguous. There is some element of ambiguity in it. In these kind of questions, different people have different point of view. So I think even though reason is correct, but reason is not the proper explanation for assertion. You go through the assertion once again and see, do you think really reason is appropriate explanation for the statement whatever is mentioned in A? So I think it's not. So I'll go with 4th option, students, right? Then coming to section B. If average depth of an ocean is 4000 meter and the bulk modulus of water is this, then fractional compression of water at the bottom of the ocean. Now first of all, we have to understand, students, what is the formula for bulk modulus. So bulk modulus is minus change in pressure upon volume strain. Okay. So therefore, the negative of volume strain will be change in pressure upon bulk modulus. Now at a depth h, okay, as compared to the free surface, as at a depth h below the free surface, the change in pressure will be h rho g. So therefore, I'll put here h rho g. So let us substitute the value, students. H is given as 4000 meters. So 4 into 10 power 3 meters. Rho, density of water, is given as 1000 kg per meter cube, 1000, and G is given as 10. Students, I have substituted all the quantities in SI unit, so I am not writing the unit, okay. So this is a technique to solve in competitive exams. You don't have to write unit unless and until you are changing the units. So just simply follow SI unit, that's all. Then bulk's modulus is 2 into 10 to the power 9 Newton per meter square. So here you can see very clearly that this 4 by 2 is 2 into this is 3 plus 3 plus 1 7. So this will be minus 2. In fact, alpha is 2. So alpha is 2. Then coming to question number 22. The reading on pressure meter attached with a closed pipe is this much. On opening the valve, water starts flowing and the reading of pressure meter falls to this much. The velocity of water is found to be 2 meters per second, value of V is. Now, students, suppose this is let us say this is the tap and you have a pressure meter, okay, which measures the pressure. So, when the tap is not on, so this is not moving, water is not moving. In that case, the pressure here seems to be 9 by 2 into 10 to the power 4 Pascal. Now, in the same situation, when the water tap is opened, obviously the pressure will fall down. So, once water starts coming, the new pressure seems to be 2 into 10 to the power 4 Pascal, and also you can see that the liquid starts flowing with a certain speed. So, we will be applying Bernoulli's equation, reduced form of Bernoulli's equation for horizontal flow, because there is no change in level. So, I will be using this formula, half rho V square plus P is equal to constant. This is known as the reduced form of Bernoulli's equation for horizontal flow. Okay, students. So, for this section, you have 0 plus pressure is given as 9 by 2 into 10 to the power 4 Pascal, whereas here you have half rho. Rho is for water 1000 kg per meter cube into V square plus 2 into 10 to the power 4. So therefore, you bring this to this side. So you have 10 power 3 V square by 2 is equal to 9 by 2, 4.5 minus 2 is 2.5. So 2.5 can written as 5 by 2 into 10 power 4. 4.5 minus 2 is 2.5. I have written it as 5 by 2. Then 2 gets cancelled, you can see. And 10 power 3 and 10 power 3 gets cancelled. So therefore, V is equal to root over 50. So V is the velocity of water is root V. Okay, students. So be careful. They have asked the number which is inside the square root sign. So that is clearly 50 in SI unit. Okay, students. That's all, students, in this video. Thank you so much for watching the channel.